This is set for the right thing, yeah? Yeah. And the
Maybe.
question flag's up, yeah. Alright. Uh, d- does anything need to be changed for the Twitch side of things?
I didn't change names, so yes, it's still. It's everything still has the name from Wednesday when I was streaming. So welcome to CMC's Lions Den.
I guess so.
Yeah. What should we have the title be today?
Um, Railroading with coal unless it breaks.
Uh,
Anyways, hello everyone. If you're here, I honestly have no idea, and I probably shouldn't alt tab to find out because that's a good way to make this game break. I've discovered, depending on the size of the server. But
wait, what game is this?
this is Railroads Online.
Can you show it to us in Discord?
Oh god, you're really pushing me to the limits when it comes to my PC's capability. I'll try.
Railroads Online update. There we go. Twitch is set right.
Um. Okay. I will try sharing to here, and if it gives me all sorts of problems, which it looks like it might, I don't know, it might change things. We'll see.
If it gives you trouble, Cole, I'll just watch it on Twitch.
Alright. Whew. I'm losing frames. We'll see how that goes. So, hello everyone. This is Railroads Online. It's going to look very, choppy, because it's choppy for me too. At the moment. Hopefully that clears up. But yes, this is a game. It's an online game. You can play it with friends in a server that is hosted, and where you basically build a railway and operate it. Obviously, this is my kind of game. You start out over there at this facility over here where there's a water tower, and there wasn't a wood station at first, but I put one there for firewood, and you start with this adorable little engine named Betsy. Because why not? It's adorable. So, at any rate, I think all the switches are set for me, so I can actually get this started. I don't know how I'm doing on firewood. Not terribly great. Pop open. Ooh, yeah, no. I don't believe I've got brakes on, because I think it's just the engine that's holding everything in place. Got a good head of steam though, by looks of the gauge, and our water pressure, it's about halfway. It'll be probably enough to make it up to the logging camp, maybe. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. Right.
Right. There's chat things.
Hi, chat. Please update me on what the chat is saying.
The chat says don't stream to Discord. They can already see lag as well.
Perfect. All right.
Get the chat up over on my other computer. Whilst chill trying to make a sandwich and not put my shirt into my peanut butter.
One thing that I do like about this game is it's got a lean feature, so you can lean out of the cab because they are kind of hard to see out of. And we're going uphill. This is
The
a
chat
longer...
demands more toots.
You got it.
What
I will
kind
try
of
my
cars are
best.
you moving there?
Oh, 8. I've got 8 of these cars.
No, what kind? Because they've got nothing on them.
They're just kind of your standard issue flat cars. These ones in-game are used for, like, planks and I believe iron beams? I'm not at the iron beam stage yet, though. So currently,
Okay.
it's just kind of being used for planks. There are some log cars in game too. I've got, like, another 8 of those. I will not be moving logs in this endeavor, though, because the log pond is quite full. And, oh gosh, I should not be going this fast through that curve, because I laid that when I first started, and, well, that is what we call, dead man's kink. There's a learning curve to this game. And by learning curve, I mean a kink. Several kinks.
You're gonna derail, aren't you?
Yeah, probably. And I'm pushing this train, so...
Oh, wow, that was a kink.
Yes, it was. You can actually just kind of walk you through your train and then go run up to the head end, which is a dangerous thing to do, and I've done it before and crashed horribly. So, not recommended, but I'm going to do it anyways. Actually, I'm going
Okay, so that
back
works
and-
about the same as I've seen in Derail Valley. The ability to move through the train. You can just walk it.
Yes, yes. There are brake wheels as well on cars, so if you're traveling single-handy and you are kind of worried about your load pushing you down mountain, which is entirely a possibility, you can set a couple of handbrakes as a precaution to try and like help you go down. Also, if you don't set handbrakes on your cars and you just leave them somewhere, they will roll away. That's a thing that I've learned.
So you need to make a flat area to leave cars.
No, because even if it's flat, they will still just kind of roll on you.
That doesn't seem physically possible, but okay.
Physically possible, maybe not. I've also seen cars roll uphill, so... It's not a perfect game, but it's pretty alright for what it's worth. And I believe we are set to go straight on through to the lumber mill down here to pick up more wood. Damn it. And my friend relayed the track in here, so I shouldn't derail. There's not as bad of a curve. That said, I should definitely shut off Steam. But yeah, in this game you lay the track and it's good. It's fun. I enjoy it anyways.
Lay the track and do some training.
Indeed. I don't know how lined up I am down here. This is where the online thing really comes in handy, because then you can actually see, like, have somebody down there to see where your train is at, which I don't have right now, so...
Oh, so you can line up to load those last two cars?
Yep. Too much. Brakes. Brake. We're good. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're good. Okay. Alright, we'll start here. Planks make more money anyways, so I'm told. Oh, there are 0 more planks. Okay. Well, that kind of dashes that plan. How many more of these things are there? There are a lot. Okay. 100 beams. Cool, cool. Tell me what. Instead of taking the time to load all this stuff, I'm just gonna leave these cars here. Tie down a couple hand brakes. There's a little display that appears in the corner to show you how much handbrake you have applied, so you can apply it variably. 2 brakes should do, probably, most likely, I hope. And we'll just leave this here. So how was y'all's weekend?
Okay, other than the bill for the washer.
Fair.
Been mostly chill.
That's good.
Which has been good, because I've been able to catch up on some things. And I was able to even do a little volunteer work for the church.
Nice.
I built a ramp. Or at least, I helped build a ramp, because I was the most able-bodied of the adults. So when we had to get underneath to put in cross-bracing, that was me.
Is there a ceiling falling again?
What?
Are they having some sort of floor structure issue?
No, we did what we call a ramp blitz, where someone in the community needs a ramp. So,
Okay, I'm alive again.
a big group of us actually go and try to blitz up a ramp in a day. And we
Create a ramp within
succeeded.
a few minutes.
All right, chat room. Let's see what you've been chatting. Cole, do you have a turntable
A turntable?
that you can flip this engine around?
I do not. I don't.
All right. Sonic
important.
says it looks impressive graphic-wise.
That's
I'm
pretty
looking
alright.
at the chat from time to time.
Amanda something believes that Coal Dust is just showing off.
No, I am not, because this is
No,
really
he demands
poor
more
railway.
toots. He
Now we've
demands
got more toots.
Alright. More toots?
Yes.
Oh, I am running low on steam. Come on.
But yeah, we've got a company in the area that helps work with the church to quickly build up ramps, because they make they prep all of the lumber for us, and we just have to give the measurements of what might be needed, and
I'm guessing these ramps are
provide
for
it.
wheelchair-bound people.
yes.
Gotcha.
Ooh, I am running out of steam. Just kind
And
of
we
turn
just-
back this Johnson bar and hope for the best.
Yeah, we had a member that
Oh,
very
shit!
recently ended up in a wheelchair bound, so we had to basically pull this ramp quick. I'm just glad we were able to make it a one-day thing instead of a two-day thing.
That's good.
Cole, I want to share something funny if that's okay.
Sure.
Apparently, postage stamps is a prohibited item to ship.
Why?
I don't know, but UPS doesn't allow it.
Really?
I guess they see the post office as a competitor.
that is hilarious, and now I want to break that rule and mail all the postage stamps. I won't.
I mean, what
but
about
I want to.
what about stamp collectors? That's kind of messed up.
I guess the stamp collectors who order stamps on eBay have to go through other means.
Apparently you're not allowed to ship shark fins either, specifically.
They have so many specific rules. They're
And
stupid.
yet you can ship a coconut. You just have to put a readable label on it.
I believe that's USPS, not UPS.
Oh, you know what else is funny? You can actually ship used motor oil.
If
Huh.
that suits your fancy.
Why?
As long as it's not human remains, fetal remains, human body parts, human embryos, or components thereof.
Okay.
Yeah, the reason I bring up the motor oil is because some labs use the oil from your car to analyze any engine problems.
Oof, we
Well,
are
okay then.
running low on wood. Cool. And
Yeah, you seem to have only 3 logs there. How are you going to survive?
I mean, currently I'm not because I've got no boiler pressure. Oh dear.
Oh no.
The train and just start hacking trees.
You can't, unfortunately. Okay, so I wish you could because you can chop down trees. By the way, when it comes to laying all of this railway line, the only thing that costs money is chopping down trees. Which is why you've probably noticed that there's a lot of trees really close to the track still, because I'm cheap as all fuck and I'd rather buy a mogul at some point. Yeah, Oh, by the way, you can hop into this view, which you can operate from as well. It's just I prefer the other one. It's just more fun to me. And oh yeah, we are out of fuel and out of brake pressure. Oh no. Alright.
So do you now have to walk to get some
Now, here's the
Fuel.
stupid thing, is you can only carry like 5 chunks of wood at a time. We are in the middle of the railroad, this stretch of line. So the most effective thing for me to do is to go into my menu, click re-rail, and basically just pick up this train and walk it down the line. This is where we're at right now, because I came prepared.
Completely realistic, everybody.
In hindsight, I should have more points to like load firewood along the line, but the only place that I have firewood is up by the logging camp, which is where I was trying to go. And this stretch of line is notoriously bad for me running out of firewood or water or something. It's happened several times.
so you need to build up some money to put something here so that you don't have that issue here?
Oh, no, I don't think that cost me enough money either. I don't think.
Oh, so you just need to put a fuel camp here or a water tower here?
Yeah, basically. I put a firewood facility at this end of the line, and also there's one over by the starting point where I almost never go. The one by the starting point has no wood because I've not delivered any logs there. However, this one has plenty of wood because it is where the wood comes from. And yes, it is positioned in such a place where I can just kind of make a bunch of money just by dumping logs onto the car and then off of the car without moving the car. Because why not?
Beautiful.
I really should put a nice trestle in here, because like I've got this super big embankment. A nice trestle would probably look nice. Maybe one day. That'll be a project after I take care of Dead Man's Kink. Alright, there's the yard. Well, it's not really a yard, but, you know.
It's a thing.
Yes, it is. It is close to the place with the firewood. This game is early access, I should note. So it is kind of glitchy in a lot of ways. They're still working on it though. There's going to be a big update coming up where we're going to get cabooses. I am
What
looking forward to
functionality does a
that.
caboose add?
Simple. Your crew can ride in the caboose instead of just hanging out on random freight cars.
Oh, the online portion of this.
Yes. I mean, this is entirely online right now. If somebody wanted to and had this game, they could join me.
Well, you heard him here, folks. If you have the game, join him.
Yeah, if you have the game and you want to join, it's the server is called Poultry Train and the password is lowercase Cole. Please don't fuck up my shit. I'm just kidding. I don't think you can fuck it up more than I already have. Anyways. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
I like how the complete set is cheaper than the game by itself.
What?
Yes.
Because the bundle is 40% off, making it $32.98, and the game by itself is $34.99.
Yes.
Okay, what is with that random log that you're just jumping over there?
It's just kind of there. Conveniently in the way.
Will it get processed where it's at?
No, it's just kind of part of the design of the thing.
Part of the design.
Yes, and you know what? I could totally refuel this fuel facility if I left any log cars up here, but they're currently all by the logging camp. Because, yes, I am prepared, and I understand what I'm doing. Totally.
Do you need to start putting some into the boiler so you start getting some pressure?
Yeah. But to start off with, I'm just gonna pick up some and just put it on the side. Actually, you know what? That's a good point. I should do that right now. Build up some pressure. Come on. Come on, door. I believe in you. There we go. That's a fire. I don't believe any of the wood that I just picked up just went into the pile. And it's definitely not full yet. Although I will say, the porter you start out with has the lowest fuel capacity out of all of them. There we go. Added to the stack. But that's what I've got right now. There are a couple of engines that I could afford to upgrade to, but I'm dead set on getting a mogul. I want a mogul.
I don't know what that means.
It's a steam engine. A bigger steam engine than this one. Ooh, I can show you the steam engines that you can get in this game. G. Locomotives. If you go under G, you can check out the locomotives and stuff and rolling stock that you can get, such as more of these flat cars, which you can number and add a custom name or insignia. Flat cars, these are the cars for the smaller logs and stuff. That's a hopper car for like the iron ore. You got a tank car. I guess there's some fuel facility somewhere on this map. A boxcar for stuff that goes in boxcars. And, oh, and you can get a pump cart to just kind of go and explore the line, which are very easy to derail. You can get another porter, so little tank engine you start out with is a porter. You can get a upgraded porter, that's the tier 2 porter, which basically has the same strength as the other one, but it's got more fuel capacity and more water capacity, so that's good. You can get a Climax. This is a logging locomotive. They're really good for making it around tight, just absolutely stupid looking bends, and also really good on grades. That's kind of a big thing with any geared locomotive. You can also get Heisler, which is kind of a similar concept, really. Pretty much just difference in design. And then you can also get this guy, the Cook Mogul. That's the one I want. He's beefy. Whoa. I didn't realize you can control the camera in this view. You can also get this Patriotic Boy.
Wow, that is beefy.
And the Classic American. The 440. These are the engines that were common throughout the United States because the US was notorious for having really bad trackage in the 1800s, so these suckers could be found everywhere. Like, literally everywhere. So, you're probably thinking, why were these so common? Why were they good on bad trackage? I don't understand. And it's quite simple, really. You have the big driving wheels, which can get you up to speed, but you also have this leading truck with these tiny wheels. So if you're running on jointed rail, which is still common throughout the industry today and was pretty much forever, if you went into a weird low joint or something, like say your trackage is really poorly put together because it was built by a bunch of very underpaid people who you're taking advantage of, basically any low spots are just bad points. Think of it like how a scooter wheel, like a Razor scooter, will run into every bump on the sidewalk, but if you're on a bicycle, like, you just ride over everything. This is basically the scooter wheel that keeps you in the gauge and hits every bump and guides the rear two wheels here, if that makes any sense. Because if you just had big wheels all throughout, then there's a very good chance that that big wheel will climb over the bump, and then your engine's sitting outside of the gauge, and you don't want that. So that's pretty much the reason why that became a very common form. Yeah.
The chat is asking, are there any coal-burning or diesel locomotives in this?
No. I wish there was a diesel. Believe me, I do. But no. No diesels yet, and I don't believe they're planning on making any diesels. They might have coal burning, though. I haven't checked. They have a Discord server that says all their developments and stuff that they're planning on doing. But largely, this game is to simulate a 3-foot gauge a 3-foot gauge logging operation. So for right now, that's basically what we got. And I will say this game is still in early development stages. It's early access, so they're going to be adding a lot more. Who knows what's down the pipeline? I don't, but someone does. I believe also in a coming update are signs. So I've been told by some people, I guess. So that's cool. I can definitely say I would like some signage. Right, I am going to, now that this thing has a little bit more wood to it, and also some pressure built up from me gabbing for, like, ages. That was the wrong button. What? I'm good at this.
I gotta start with the basics anyway.
Okay. As I try and remember what buttons do.
Buttons do things.
I'll just run over here and add a little bit more wood to that. And then pull us up to the water tower, because we need water. Desperately. Thankfully, in this game, when you run out of water, and you've got a scorching fire, your engine doesn't do what it actually would do in real life, and that is explode. That'd be a bit...
Fun.
It would be fun.
You're not supposed to agree with me.
Plunk. Shit. I know what I'm doing. I'm a good engineer, I swear.
Yeah.
Right.
I will say, I'm definitely by no means... Oh my gosh. I had the brake off. Or it was on... getting all my controls mixed up. Could I just operate this easier from the sliders? Sure. Do I want to? No, because it's less fun. I like to move handles and stuff. Okay, you know what? I will just to get it lined up with the water tower, because I know the water tower is kind of a butt to me.
The water tower hates you.
Oh, very much so. Or at the very least, I hate the water tower. It'd help if I put the reverser on. Whoop. Just a
Where
little
does the
bit.
water actually go into this? And
Shoot. That's kind of lined up enough. There is a way... Oh, wait. One thing that would help. There we go. There is a way to lower this and then, like, line it up, and I am terrible at it. So... Hey, there we go! It's going in! Alright. You can see right there that the water is going up on the gauge. However, beyond that point, you can actually see inside the point at which it fills up all the way, which I've not done personally. I usually just go by the gauge and then run out of water early, which is not a good thing. Don't be like me. But yes, your water tower can run out of water. There's a little gauge up there to show you how much water you actually have in there.
hence why you need multiple ones along the way. And do they just collect rainwater, or how do you fill them?
They just fill up over time. I think that's probably enough water. Probably. I don't know what I'm doing. Up you go. Before I forget, because last time I did. Alright. So, I think what I'll do... I think I'll run down to... I think I'll run back down to the mill. And then load up those cars with beams, the ones that I did, or sorry, unload the ones that I loaded, and then just load a bunch of beams, and then call it good.
That sounds good.
I'll go into this view so that way people can kind of see the line and stuff. And not just see me reaching over at controls and whatnot periodically.
I love that view.
Right?
Because that guy either one looks like he's gonna fall out at any second because he's just a mannequin.
Oh, the guys in this game are great. They all look exactly the same, and they like look dead and weird. Like,
Yeah.
they look like weird railroad cryptids. They're just kind of hanging out in the forest, building a railway, like away from civilization. It's so whack. I love it.
Yeah, these guys are resurrected corpses, and they have nothing better to do because society won't take them in than to just build a railway in the middle of the forest.
Yes. Oh yes, I don't actually know if this
That's
actually
creepy.
works, but or if this is actually a mechanic modeled in game. But apparently, the reverser, it is notched, and that is because reversers in steam locomotives, or Johnson bars in certain ones, the closer you had the Johnson bar to center, the less steam was going into your cylinders, which means you are not burning up all of your steam in every motion, which leads to a bit of a choppier run if you're going at slow speed. However, if you're going at a fast speed, it's smooth enough, and also you don't burn up as much fuel as quickly because you're not burning through as much steam.
Commander sees two heads. Does your model have two heads?
He does not.
I think it might have something to do with the reflection of the glass because I saw it for a moment too. Yep, that's something to do with the reflection in the glass.
So these are definitely cryptids.
Yes.
But from
Down-
this view, you can just see that it's a cute little squat car.
Yes, it's a squat little engine. Absolutely adorable. That said, when I'm playing this game, I do usually like to just work with the levers and stuff inside just because it's more fun for me. They are jank and kind of broken, I will admit. But, that said, it's just kind of fun.
It's the right kind of jank.
Yes.
Why don't look like there were 3 positions on that switch?
It's modeled
Left, right,
after an
center.
actual switch that exists, or a... And I think it's because that there did used to be, like, a 3-way switch. And I know that there were some when it came to, the stub switches and whatnot. I'm not sure which it's modeled after, or, like, what patent it's based on, but...
Three-way switch sounds unsafe.
They worked. And still do to some degree. Although they were, like... So there is a stub switch at the Wisconsin, Waterville, and Farmington that they still use. They modeled it after the actual switches that existed on the railway. And... Well... Brakes... Brakes... It's a stub switch, which basically means instead of having points that are like, you know, pieces of rail that are sharpened to a point and go from against other bits of rail in the switch to actually make a smooth connection, instead you're just moving the entire rail. It's literally just two rails that are cut in just the right place, and then you move a lever, which moves all the rails, and yeah, it's weird and it's jank, and I love it. There's a reason why you don't see it much anymore. Alright, I should recouple to this. There isn't a link in there anymore. Well, that's curious. I need to move ahead and put a link in. Ah! Wrong way, wrong way. Wait, the reverser is set the right way, though. What? Maybe I'm just stupid. This is also a possibility. Let us not forget this. There we go.
We're breaking everything.
Yes. Clunk.
Wait, when you uncoupled, you didn't leave that kind of part there?
Yeah, it just kind of disappeared. I don't know why, but it did. Can I just unload this car from standing right here, or do I have to be by a station where I can unload? Okay, alright, I cannot do anything with that then. You know, I'm just going to pull the whole train forward, load the cars that I can still load that aren't partially loaded with stuff that I could not load, and, yeah.
So you're gonna load that front car, or just the back ones?
The front car and the back ones, I think. Ba-doop. Ba-doop. Oop. This train has a bit more weight than just the porter, who knew?
More weight than just the engine? Crazy talk.
I know, right? I think that's good enough to load. Now, this is the part of the game that I don't really care much for, is loading cars, because it takes forever.
That's a load? Da-da-da-da-dum.
Well, while that's doing that, why is it called the reverser?
because it changes the direction of the train. It basically throws into reverse. It's also known as a Johnson bar. Why it's known as a Johnson bar, I have no idea.
That sounds like an interesting thing to learn.
Indeed. I'm not as good with my steam engine parts, I will admit. I'm much better with diesel locomotives. Which is coincidental because I am coal. Or may not coincidental. It's weird because I am coal, but yeah, no. I'm going to have to add more firewood pretty soon. Because we are out of fire in our fire.
Oh, fire in the fire. That's not safe.
I think that's a good position. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. Well, not exactly.
Workable?
Oh, hey! If you just start throwing the wrong kind of thing on top of the other thing, it makes the first thing go away. I didn't know that. Ooh, cool. I can load that other car. Nice. I'm learning things.
Fun. Time to delete resources.
Is it a waste of money? Probably a little bit. But, I mean, hey. What's railroading without wasting at least a little bit of money?
It's so weird with how it's dropping those because it looks like it should land in the back car, not that car that it was replacing stuff in.
Very much so. That said, I'm happy about it. It works out better for me. Oh, you know what would probably help with moving these cars? That would make it, like, give a lot less resistance and make the porter move these a lot easier?
What?
If I remove the brakes I put on?
Nah, that's crazy talk.
Oh, boy.
Brakes are for safety, and you know it. They need more brakes.
It stopped showing me the thing. The thing to show me the brakes are released. Hopefully that's off now. If not, then, whoops. Ah, my brake wheel's on the other side. I usually like to have it closest to the engine and closest to the tail, but I derailed a couple of times, so that didn't help my case. May the record show it is really easy to push all this stuff off the rails. And we're almost out of stream time, so you know what? I'm just going to skip doing that last car. And we're just going to run this down to the place where we need to run it to make money.
Yay!
That's too much throttle. So thanks all for tuning in to Coal Friend Fun Pals as we build railway, or not build railway, but operate railway. If you like trains, definitely consider getting the game. It's a lot of fun, also a bit of a pain in the butt, but a very fun pain in the butt. One that I think you will enjoy. I know I do. Circuit, is there
End the
anything
stream by
that...
derailing it.
Actually, I can do that. There ain't nothing at the end of this track. I can do that. Full throttle, bring back that reverser.
It's going.
Whoops.
I don't know where it's
I
going,
forgot
but
that
it's
when I get
going.
out of that view, it puts the brakes on automatically. Need to add some more fire to the fire. Don't want to run out of steam. We haven't crashed yet. And we might just run out of steam. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're running out of steam.
You just filled the
Throw
water,
all
though.
the oil into the box.
Rada.
Did we not fill it with enough water?
There is plenty of water.
It's not hot enough.
No. Got plenty of water, we got plenty of fire in the fire. I burned through all the steam by going full throttle.
Oh, I'm upset.
Oh, that's hilarious. Wow, that's one way to prevent train crashes. Make it so it's impossible to go.
So Circuit, what's going on in the main show tonight?
Well, we're just gonna watch you suffer here. No, I'm kidding. We're gonna bring back an old favorite that I've been sitting on for a few weeks. Well, not exactly sitting, just things keep happening, which is good, but it's also annoying when I have plans and then things keep happening. But I've taken some snippets of the My Little Pony movie, and we're gonna have some fun captioning them.
Ooh. An oldie and a goodie.
Yep. So I hope people are ready to bring their most viral insanities in to do this. Granted, yeah, it's not as easy actually it's almost impossible to get really good derp faces in regards to a CG movie. But there's still some funny images which out of context can be taken so wrong. Which is where you lovely people are going to be coming in, of course. Along with that, we also have a bunch of concept art again. So yeah, we'll be running through all of that. And also finally catching up on the large chunk of videos that we didn't touch last week. Oh, that reminds me. I feel terrible because I just had the most hilariously fun concept in regards to the videos that we're going to have to do again at another point. But we're going to be able to try it out this time too. Yeah, you know those you laugh you lose challenge video things?
Oh yeah.
Try not to laugh.
Try not to laugh, yeah. Now, the funny thing about those is usually it's just one person trying not to laugh to the videos. We're going to have all of us, we're going to be trying to do... I wanted to have everybody try to do the challenge with the anthology video that came out. With all of us.
It'd be easy for me.
Well, it might be easy for you, but the thing is that's where the problem lies in. You know, normally these are one person trying to do the challenge, and we all know that laughter is contagious.
Oh yes.
So it's going to be interesting if we actually manage to pull it off, because it basically one person starts to giggle, it can betray everybody.
How long is the new anthology?
Oh, it's about 15 minutes. It's very short. It's
Oh.
just it's a 7.05 because they're not going to do another full one again, but they are going to do random ones.
Oh. Okay.
Well, it's not going to be like anyone laughs you lose, but the thing is you kind of have to count yourself out if you laugh. And the fact is, like I said, laughter is contagious, so your own teammates could actually end up sabotaging you if they crack. So I think it just added a nice little twist to it. So instead of you just trying to hold your own, you're also trying to hold your own against everybody else who's trying to hold their own, and just one person can easily cause everything to break.
Oh, I got an idea, Circuit.
Yeah.
Why don't we also do the Try Not to Laugh challenge with our caption?
There's no, that it's required to laugh. You are required to laugh. Because if those captions don't get you laughing, it's not fun. It's not good. It's not going to be fun. I don't know. I have a feeling that, yeah, with the captions, I encourage the laughter. But with the anthology video, I'm going to see if we can do a laughter challenge on that. So yeah, we're already going to be weak in the knees by after the captioning. Anyway, yeah, that's the plan. So yeah, after all of that rigmarole, that's the plan.
Wow, this is the most disappointing crash I've ever had in this game.
Did it even crash?
I ran off the
Just
tracks.
rolled right off.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
is
That was it. That was like, I've got screen caps of the better crashes that I've had, and this is not one of them. I'm disappointed, Betsy. You
Yeah,
Alright.
old Betsy. Old Betsy. Oh my god, old Betsy.
You get to work with Bessie.
can
Get
I
it work with old Betsy.
can I roll this back onto the tracks? No,
I don't know. Can you roll old Bessie?
I
She's
cannot.
a toughie.
All right, well that's it. That's the thing. So, all right. Stay tuned for the Brony Show.